Right. In looking at this problem, you're given the information that line L and M are parallel, so that's very likely going to play a role in the solution to this. And it asks you which of the following must equal 180. Well, it's probably either going to be three angles that add up to form a straight line, or it's going to be three angles that add up in this triangle. So let's test the angles in the triangle, because we see P and N or P and K show up on a number of these answer choices. So if we are basing our problem on these lines being parallel, well, we know that these alternate interior angles are equal. So we could look at the relationship that P plus R plus N has to equal 180 degrees. That's not one of our choices. So let's look at this other pair of alternate interior angles that are equal. Well, so we could also see that P, K, and T would have to equal 180 degrees. Once again, it's not one of our answer choices. So let's look at one final set of angles here, and that is these corresponding angles, S and N, are equal. Therefore, this angle could also be expressed as N, or I'm sorry, as an S. And so if you look at this, P plus K plus S have to equal 180 for the sum of the triangles. P, K, and S is answer choice B, and so that would be your solution. Now, another strategy, because all of these answer choices contain the variables, is to simply plug in numbers for these values. So if we just let our variables equal something, well, let's just start with S, since we know that S and T are vertical angles, therefore they're equal. Let's say that S is equal to, we'll call it 50 degrees. So if S is 50 degrees, that means that T is also 50 degrees. And that would then mean that these alternate interior, or in this case corresponding angles, are equal. So that would mean N is also equal to 50 degrees. So we know those measures. We can assign values to the other. So we'll let R, let's choose a value for R to be, let's say 70 degrees. So if R is 70 degrees, that means that this angle K would then be 70 degrees as well. And so now what's left, you have 60 degrees left for P. Right, so based on those values, if we plug them in here, we can just test to see which ones are or are not equal to 180. If they are not equal to 180, we can eliminate them. So if we plug in our values here, 70 plus 50 plus R, which is 70, that does not equal 180, so we can eliminate that. Here we have 70 plus P, which is 60, plus S, which is 50. That does equal 180, so we do have to consider this. If you plug in numbers to the answer choices, you do have to test all possibilities, so let's test the others. We get 50 plus 60 plus our S value 50, that's 160, not equal to 180. Plug in N is 50, plus P is 60, plus T is 50. Again, not equal to 180. And then the final one testing is 70 plus 50 plus our T value, which is 50. Again, not equal to 180. So the only one that works here, and when you plug in numbers as well, is answer choice B.